Hi everyone, my name is Pippin Williamson. I'm the lead developer for Easy Digital Downloads, and I want to give you a quick tour of some of the changes that we've made in Easy Digital Downloads version 2.0. As of today, we've released the 2.0 beta number 1, and it's ready for you guys to start testing and playing with it, see if you can make it, see if you can break it, see if you find problems, etc. We want to spend about a week or so in beta to work out the last bugs and the last kinks before we push out the final release. And I want to go ahead and take you through some of the changes that we've made. Version 2.0 has been really focused on refinement. We haven't introduced a lot of new features or major changes in 2.0. What we've done instead is refined a lot of the features that we already have. We've made things better, we've made things more performant, we've made things easier to use, etc. And so I want to go ahead and walk you through some of those changes that we've made. Let's start with discount codes. Discount codes are a very integral part of the shop that a lot of people use every day. One of the things that we decided was really terrible before was how you set up the download requirements for discounts. It was really unintuitive and didn't make a whole lot of sense. And so we've dramatically simplified how that process works to make it more clear and easier to use. Another thing that we've done is on the checkout screen, you can actually now go in and you can preset a discount code by passing it in the URL, so that if you wanted to, you could share unique purchase URLs that automatically apply a discount as a promotional system. We've also improved the messages that are displayed anytime you try to apply a discount to the checkout and it's invalid. So for example, if we take some random discount code and apply it, we're going to now get a better message that tells us this discount is invalid, or it'll tell us the discount is expired, or that it doesn't apply to the products that you currently have in the shopping cart. And overall, this entire process has been improved with the goal of making it easier for the customer to understand what went wrong when they tried to redeem their discount code. And we've even improved a little bit by adding an apply option directly to the discount. We used to automatically apply the discount anytime you focused out of the field, but users gave us feedback that that wasn't intuitive, and so we've made that better. If we take a look at the checkout, we've done a couple of other things that are really cool. We wanted to make things simpler and more streamlined. So let's presume that we allow item quantities for now. And when you update the quantity of an item, you used to have to click update in order to apply the update. Now, when you increase the quantity, everything happens immediately as you do that. As you can see, this total is increasing as I increase or decrease my quantity. Everything's happening behind the scenes. And I think that's really cool. We've added the option in the checkout as well to control exactly how the registration and login form options are shown. You can show both the registration and login, you can show only the registration, you can show only the login form, or you can show none of the forms at all so that you can better control exactly how the checkout behaves for your site. We've also introduced an option to enforce SSL on the checkout. This is great for those users that do need to have an SSL certificate installed on their checkout, but you also want to ensure that no one ever lands on checkout without being forced to SSL. Or it also takes care of any assets that are on this page. So if you have an image loaded in your header or your sidebar, and you want to ensure that those are loaded via HTTPS, this option will take care of that. We've made a lot of improvements to the payment history. There's a couple of minor improvements that you probably won't see until you start utilizing them. But for example, we've improved how you can search by payments. So let's say that you have a transaction ID from PayPal. You can now prefix your search with a TXN, and you can search by the transaction ID. So if you take that transaction ID from PayPal, from Stripe, or any other payment gateway, you can locate the payment based on that. We've made a couple of improvements to the actual order detail screens. We've done some general cleanup, but that's all pretty minor. A couple of big things that we've added, though, is the ability to flag a payment as having unlimited file downloads. So if you have a customer that should have unlimited downloads for their purchase, you can enable that on a per payment basis. We can now very easily view the file download logs for any specific purchase. So if we take this purchase here and we want to see the file downloads that are associated with it, we can simply click right here. And if there are logs shown, it's going to show each of those file downloads, their IP address, the user, etc. We've also added in the option to have sequential order numbers. So under the miscellaneous settings, you can enable sequential orders right here. And you can also define the starting number, a prefix, and a postfix. And we've also included an upgrade routine that will allow you to go through and update all of your old payment records with those new sequential orders. So here in this test site, I have 481 orders. If I ran through the upgrade routine, it would go through and update each of those sequential order numbers as needed. We've done a couple other things like enable revisions on products. So now if you go into your products and you go to the edit, there's now revision options if you have them to view changes over time, and you can restore revision anytime you want. We've also added a new capability that developers can make use of that allow you to give users the permission to view or not view sensitive sales data. Let's say that you have a multi-vendor marketplace and you want to allow them to view the sales and earnings for a product, or to edit a product but not view the sales and earnings. There's a capability that allows you to now split those apart. We've dramatically improved our tools page. So our system info and some of our tools are now all combined into a single screen. We've also added the ability to have banned emails. So if you have email addresses that are being used from fraudulent accounts, you can drop them in and those emails will no longer be allowed to make purchases. You can see our system info is now in a new tab here by itself. Makes it a little bit cleaner. And this is a hidden part of the plugin that a lot of people are really probably not that familiar with, but is the API. We have a JSON API as well as an XML API that allows things like the EDD mobile app to view sales and earnings stats. And we have an API key system that allows you to give access to the API to specific users. This used to be really kind of hidden away in the user edit screen. And now we've revealed this under an API keys tab, and you can see all of the API keys that are in the store. You can view an API request log for any specific key. You can reissue a key to regenerate them, or you can revoke keys. And if you want, you can also generate a new key very easily by simply typing in the name of the user and clicking Generate New API Keys. We've added some improved options to exports. There's two big things in the export system that we've added. Number one is we've added the ability to export earnings and sales stats over time. So if I want to see the amount of sales and the earnings that I've made from December or January 2013 to now, I can simply generate a CSV and I can view all of those earnings. And here they will be. And so I can very easily see sales stats for every single month in that date range. We've also added the option that allows you to generate a CSV of customers, not only for any specific product, but any specific price option for a product. We've been able to export customers of a product for a while, but now we can also export just customers that purchase a particular price option. We've made some other changes throughout the plugin to improve overall performance, usability, etc. Make things simpler, make them simpler to understand, streamline the process, and more efficient. And then we've added a few other options that are overall just going to be nice improvements, but you might not really see them because they're kind of behind the scenes. In all, we've closed over 108 issues on GitHub. That's a combination of bugs and enhancements. We've got a couple left to take care of throughout the beta period, but we would love any feedback that you have. If you find bugs or you think there are things that are unintuitive, things that could be improved, any kinds of suggestions that you have over the beta period, this is the time to get them in. So this is just a quick rundown of some of the new things that we've added in 2.0. This is a release that's been in development for about 6 months now, has been ongoing even while we've had other releases going out the door. And so we're really excited to finally get this out. And so if you have any feedback at all, any suggestions, etc., let us know. Thanks for your time.